older men only talk to young girls so they can manipulate and have control of the situation. There's nothing that a 30-year-old man and a 19-year-old or 20-year-old have in common. That's crazy. And then when the older women try to warn us young girls, because I'm young myself, when they try to warn us, y'all get on here and be like, oh yeah, they're bitter, they're this and that. But they're not bitter, y'all. They're just looking out for us. Think about it. Why is he not with someone his age? Why is he with a child? I don't care what nobody say. 18, 19, 20. I feel like that's not really an adult for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us still live with our mamas. A lot of us don't have no real bills, so we're not bringing grown women pressure. A lot of us only just want our hair did and our nails did. So yeah, he down for that because he's cheap. He's cheap. He don't want them real pressures of paying bills and really handling business for real. You know what I'm saying? Two, our name be so good and fresh. Our credit be so good and fresh. So now he's trying to use you to put stuff in your name for him. Like, y'all gotta really pay attention sometimes. Think about it. Why is he not with somebody that's his age? These older men, they be predators. They be preying on us young girls so they can use us. And don't believe me if you don't want to, but I know what I'm saying is true.
You know what's funny to me? What's funny to me is that a lot of these broads will never get it. They will never freaking understand it. They will never get it. And, oh, I'm young. Okay, stay young as long as you can. Because what cracks me up is that it doesn't matter what age you did it. I know broads who gave up their virginity at 12. And it didn't have nothing to do with no predator. It had nothing to do with none of that. It had something to do with fast broads playing games with younger dudes, they same age or whatever, you know, because that does happen. Inquisitive, curious, fast males or females. Some of them even get a hold of, in this day and time, they get a hold of porn and everything. I was, you know, a friend of mine who does hair told me she caught her daughter looking at porn. So you don't know what access people have to stuff, and at a very young age, because while you talking about men and all this other stuff, you want to know who wants to grab a hold of you even sooner? The devil. How about the devil wants to grab a hold of you sooner than anybody? And it don't matter how he does it. He'll do it through the older broads. It don't matter. He turns girls out who are athletes. Whole dang on girls basketball locker room turned out. You busy talking about dudes. Here's a thought. Be with dudes your age for real. That's 18, 19, 20, all the ages that you named, that you claim they're just children, but they legs busting wide open. Be with those dudes who you basically take a dump on, a crap on, who are starting out life just fresh, just like you. A young man's life in his 20s are used to bump his head so he can figure out life. He just got out of high school at 18. He don't know nothing at 20. He not going to be I just jumped out of high school and became a millionaire. That's not going to happen. That's not the norm. So be with those dudes. Oh, that's right. Y'all don't want to be with them dudes because you call them brokies and everything else, and they're on the same level as your behind. We at home with our mamas and all this different stuff. Okay, that's cool. Who are the dudes you're with? Hold on. You know, that was a dude. That was a fellow driver, because I'm out driving. You know, I ain't driving now, but I'm sitting here waiting in line because I haul tankers, and I love being out here on the open road, doing my job, helping the infrastructure. You know, doing grown man things that you might not be doing fresh out of high school. You know, and so when a dude get in his 30s, 40s, it is historically proven that that's when a man, a real man, really catches his momentum majority of the time. From 35 on upward into his 40s, that's when he should have learned how to save. He should have went through the experiences in life that's going to teach him something. He's actually fallen, so he ain't got to have nobody tell him how to bounce back from a fall, because 9 out of 10, he's fallen from women, you know, and that don't mean that he's had bodies. That just means that some dudes out here tried to date y'all and all kind of stuff, and they got poo-pooed on because of what they didn't have. So some of them decided, Forget women. For a season, forget them. And they'll put 5-6 years into doing the kind of stuff I do, which is being a driver, a truck driver, and other things, and they'll just ignore y'all. They'll take you as seriously as you teach them how to take you. They'll focus. They'll be locked in on godly things, all kind of stuff that you did not mention in your video. So when it comes down to it, these older women can tell y'all everything but what a father should be telling you and leading you to. And if they had a man, if they actually had success with a man, your father, both your parents should be teaching you and guiding you to a real husband, and they should be involved in the process. You shouldn't be out here dating and all that stuff. Real courtship is your parents guiding you to a husband. Is that what you want? Because if it ain't what you want, then you really don't got no say so on what age comes in your face. If you don't want to talk to the older dudes, don't talk to them. You don't want to talk to the middle-aged, younger dude, whatever. Don't talk to whoever. One thing's for certain, a couple of things for sure. Y'all pick who y'all want to talk to based on what you can get out of the situation, and you know that. All y'all know that. So by the time y'all females had these little powwows, older, younger, whatever, y'all having y'all powwows about the wrong thing. I've sat with women and I've asked them, be honest, how many dudes did you just turn your nose up and pass on by that could have been your husband? And you'd be surprised how many actually admitted the truth and admitted that I put more time into my cackling girlfriends, grandma, aunties, whatever, and I lost the man. I could think of the man's name right now. I could see his face right now. That should have been my husband, but I was more focused on girls trip, hanging out at clubs, hanging out at bars, doing all this stuff, and I still ain't got nothing. Look at Tia Mowry breaking up her family, and then look at the show, what they were trying to, her circle of friends, look at what they were trying to encourage her to do, fresh out of a divorce. Y'all don't care about nothing. Y'all open the doors to your body, and you'll just tally those bodies on up. Once you start doing all that, ain't no age. Get with somebody who can legitimately take care of you. 9 times out of 10, that's going to come with age, dear. It's going to come with age. He may be 40. He may be 40 to your 30. But is he taking care of you? And guess what? The way you age in a way where your prime is 18 and about 35, because that's the safe age range to have babies and carry them in a healthy manner. After 35, your doctor gonna tell you don't need to be carrying babies like that. Now, think about a man and how he ages. Put a man the same age next to you, he's going through a whole different thing. You can instantly be a wife and carry a man's children and make a home, and if you talk well, you could be great things. Where that man, because he's going to have a different assignment. He's going to have to take care of people. So in his 20s, they may be all used to bump his head. And by his 30s, then he's figured out life and understands the world and where he lives. And now he might be able to teach a family. Therefore, he'll ask a woman to be his. And then when the children come, they can rear those children up together because he has knowledge now. Ain't no 20-year-old gonna have the knowledge of a 40-something-year-old. But you didn't talk about none of that.